Hi, this is Allie from Allie Cats Crafts. I'm here to show you another video tutorial. In the last one, I got cut off because I ran out of memory on my phone and I didn't realize that. So I had just started this card. So we're going to start kind of from the beginning and I'm going to go over the instructions again. So this is going to be a fun fold, but it opens up like this, and I've already pre-stamped what I want on the inside. So this card, the card base by itself, is 8.5 by 5.5. Scored and cut. Scored and folded in half. Then you take the top half and you fold it back on itself to make a fun fold. It's like a, goes like that. So the next thing that you do is you're going to cut out a piece of green or mossy meadow paper, and it's going to be 2.5 by 5 3/8. Now you normally you'd only match it up to this particular fold, but with this one, because I have this, the flower image, I want to give it extra stability for these little leaves to hang onto. So that's why I did a little bit bigger. So you're going to glue that down. Next step you're going to do is my paper that I made. I love doing that. You're going to glue that down right there. And you want to leave that little green there because when the flowers go over, you kind of want that look. So you'll glue this down like so. So I purposely did it a little bit longer so I have that extra hangover to watch to protect the flowers from getting bent, the leaves and stuff. So you want to get pretty close to that so that you get a lot of your pretty DSP that you made there, okay? And you're going to open the card, and you will take this piece, the DSP that you made, and you don't have to use, you can get your own DSP. You don't have to use what I did, but if you want this kit to go a long ways, it helps to make your own DSP. And then you could do whatever you want, you know, because you're using the stamp, you're using the color ink that goes with it, all of that. So as long as you're using bits and pieces of it, you're good to have your, this is the extra ink that I messed around on this side with, as you could tell. It doesn't matter. Remember, you have two sides to your paper, so it's okay that you get it all over a little bit. So I will take this. It's easier to kind of like, depending on what hand you write with. I can use both, but I tend to use my right a little bit more when it comes to lining up stuff. So press it down real good, and then what happens, see, it closes up, and all you see is a pretty DSP. And you open it up, and you have your writing space here. So the next step you're going to do is you're going to bring in a piece of scratch paper, which are, you know, so you don't get ink all over your mat. And you are going to color these cute little flowers. Now, my friend Lori sent me a gift. These brushes. So a friend of mine had received these from one of their subscribers, and Lori says, Allie, do you want those brushes for you and the seniors? And I go, oh, I would love them. So she purchased them for me. They're pretty cool. They come out like this, and you take it apart. And so it's not a foam one. Normally you get foams like these guys. Well, these aren't foam, never mind. I have foam brushes. But these are just like these brushes that I have. Just smaller to get in all the little spaces. And they all go together. You have to be careful when you put it back together. You gotta kind of push in those little bristles to make sure they get in there, and then press it down. So I already took the two out that I want. I'm gonna stick this back in there. And I stick it so the bottom's first so it doesn't get all, I don't want to mess up the bristles. So I'll set that aside. So I just want to show you those. So now I'm going to pick out my inks. So I did use the Berry Burst on this, and I used the Mossy Meadow for my leaves. But I'm going to pull in, this is the inks I will be using, is the Daffodil Delight, okay? And the Berry Burst. Those are the two colors I'm going to bring in. So I will start with the Berry Burst. And I think, so you just kind of got to hold it there. Go off here, make sure you go off first. Get enough ink on there, you're just going to go like this. And now I get more of a spot. The foam ones, you could do that, but it's not the same. This is just amazing. See, I did purposely do that in the middle. I wanted that darker, and then go out and make it lighter. So here's the first flower. Okay, and I have ink on my hand already. Need to clean it off because if I don't, I will get it everywhere. So I have a little baby wipe here. I'll set that right there so I can come back to it. So I'm debating, should I do 2? No, I'll do 1. So then I'm going to take the yellow or the Daffodil Delight, and I'll do the same thing. I want to see what it looks like on here first. Okay, so that works out good. So I will go in the middle, a little bit darker, and pull it out. Just pull it out. Just like that. Very simple, right? So now I need to decide on the next flower. Sorry about that. I got a little tickle in my throat. I think I'll go with the Strawberry Slush to bring in like a pinky color. I have a few inks next to me that I can work with. And I tend to pull out this ink because it's in the same color family. I'm okay with pulling it out like that and using it. So I'm going to do this a little bit. Go towards the bottom a little bit more, like I did. And then outside there. See how it's just a slightly different color? So that flower is ready. And I'm done with the brushes. I'll set those aside. Close up my inks. And move my paper out of the way. So the next step, so I die cut this green one. And this came from the stamp set called Charming Day. It has dies in it. And it die cut this part and this part. Now I did some prep work. So normally it cuts out this whole thing. So what I did was I cut off the leaf so I could get this pretty green here. And there's a couple flowers. And I took and I cut a tiny bit extra to make sure that it would fit on there. So now I will take and just line it up. I'll go a little bit closer so you can see better. I line it up right there. Okay. So now I will be gluing it down. And you don't have to put a whole lot of glue, just put little dots in certain spots. Just like that. Okay. Well, I like these colors. I haven't done the strawberry slush on this one, so I like it. So now the reason why I cut a little extra back, and you'll see why in a second. See how there's like that green that's showing up in the background a little bit? We don't want that to show. So I gotta move this over so it doesn't show. I gotta readjust it. It's not wanting to go where I want it. So that one lines up. So just keep adjusting until you get it just right. Okay, see how it's a little extra? So now I will go back because I don't want this green to show. And it's okay because this is on the back side. No one will see that. So I go through and find where I did not line up the best. And I trim it off. I thought originally I did it pretty good, but it's okay. I can get it to work. So I press it down real good. Put that in my trash. Oh, I like the color of these flowers. I really like them. So now I'm going to glue it down right here. Now I have an option. I could pop it up, or I could just glue it down. I'm debating what I should do. What do you think about this? And I could turn it this way, which is really nice, so it hangs off a little bit, but I worry about those. So that's why I'm kind of thinking this direction might be the best. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on it, dimensions. So I'll grab should have got my minis, but that's okay. I'm going to cut them up a little bit. So I'll put one right there, one over there, one right there, and right there. And I use the sides too, because that's what I do. Some people don't, but most of my friends will use up the sides, save them, because they're just as good as the big ones. They're just smaller, and I need the small ones like in these areas, like on the leaves. See? So you need small ones anyways. You can get the minis out and use them and waste all this good stuff on the edge, or you can just use them. So I'll just cut them up, kind of like that. And I'll grab little pieces at a time and put them where I want them. And you can see that I double layered it already. It's still pretty flimsy. So I double layered the green and I pre-glued it together. And then I did a single layer of the other one, the white, the flower part. So I'm going to get all these little leaves. So I want it to stand up. This is the hardest part when you have so many little spots that you want to dimensionalize. So it takes a little bit longer. But it, not too bad. That's why I did some prep work, so we could just be able to get it done pretty quick. I could do several cards instead of just one. I kind of made the decision that it's easier to, instead of making a card and then doing the whole thing in front of you, is to show you what it kind of looks like and all the pieces and talk more about the pieces, and then put it together in front of you and doing just one. Then I could do more videos and show you guys more ideas of what I have for the different cards. So that's why we're going to get 3 cards done on this particular video this time. But I'm very careful with my time. I don't want to keep you guys forever. But we'll get a lot of stuff done. So now I'm going to lay this down here where I want it. You can have it hang off a little bit, but make sure, see how I did that right there? That's what I did not want to do. So I can just take and just trim it off, so it won't be seen by the other side. See? Oh, seen a little bit. What I could do, if that happens, is you take and put some glue just right there and kind of move it over and hold it down in place. So now that I dimensionalize, see how it looks a little bit better than just plain. So there's your card. Fast and easy. I did a lot of the prep for you to make it fast so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. And there's your writing space. So that's number 1. I love all the colors I chose. So we're going to do card number 2. Now this card requires the flower, a butterfly, and a little bow. And I will show you, where did it go? Cannot find my ribbon. Well, anyways, I found this stuff here because I ran out of my turquoise from Stampin' Up, so I just found this stuff. Found it for 50 cents at some secondhand store. But it matches the colors really nice. Oh, here it is. I found. Oh, that's not it. I had another ribbon. Oh, here it is. It's Stampin' Up. There was this one right here. It's called glitter organy band. And it's I love it. I use this at Christmas on my Christmas cards. Just really pretty. So I did that, made a bow, and then just tied this around it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your paper, whatever you choose. There's a pearl right there. I had bought this kit a while back and have not used it, and I decided that I need to use it. So Common Creek cards and envelopes. And they come with several different ones. So this is one of the designs. There's one of each one, so there's not any two. So there's 3, there's 4 altogether. And here's the card bases. Wait. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, there's a 5th, but this is the 5th. This is the inside, and that's the outside. So I use the card base on 2 of my cards that I'll be showing you in this video, and another one. Then I use the envelope for this one because this has 2 colors. The card base only had this color. So I took and cut up the envelope, and that's how I got that piece. Then I took this from the kit and I lined it up right here. And I know you've seen me do this once before. I lined up really good. I held it down with my hand, or you can use washi tape, whatever you want. And I took my blending brushes and I started blending all the inks. I went one to another all the way till I finished it. And that's what I got. So I'm going to set this aside because I could reuse it one more time or as many times as I want. So that's what I did right there. So the next step you're going to do is let's decorate the inside. So I can use any color I want, but I think I want to use yellow this time because I haven't done that on the inside of my card. So I'm going to bring in my scratch paper again and get my Daffodil Delight for this one. And I will see how dark it looks. That looks pretty good. So I will just go in and do 3 or 4 like that. And then I think that'll be about it. I can figure out what kind of sentiment I want, which is happy anniversary. But I need to do it in a mossy meadow because the yellow will not show up on there very good. And I want to make sure it stands out. So even though I've used this a lot of times, I still see how it didn't quite. There we go. That's better. It's important you don't press too hard, just hold it down. So usually just hold it down for a second and then lift it up. I have my happy anniversary. This will be a card for the church. So I make cards for the church, and it'll be a really cute anniversary card, I think. So I'm going to clean off my stamps. Okay. And I'll open up my card, and I will glue this inside. And the size for this card, the card base is always 8.5 by 11, scored in half and folded. This first layer out here, I change that a lot of times, but for this one, it's going to be 4 2/8 by 5 3/8. Now I could go 4 1/4 and do a 1/4 inch border, but I thought I want to have a little slight color, not a whole lot. Okay, and then of course with the stencil, the next thing is I want to color my butterfly. So I made this bow to go with it, so I think I'm going to do a teal butterfly. Which, ooh, I did not bring that over for me. Well, I guess I'll use let me go get my teal. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So I really want to do that color. Not telling you, here, pretty peacock. That's what I meant to say, not teal. So I'll put my pretty peacock. See, pretty peacock. And I will need my blender brush for pretty peacock. I don't know where they went. It was just right here. I've been, oh, I got covered up. Silly me. So I'll grab this one, go off. Ooh, that's gonna look good. So pretty peacock. Ooh, I do like that. So I'm gonna grab this one. It went under there. Make it nice and dark, because I like the middle really dark. So when I glue it on, it looks really good. It stands out, the belly. That's what I like about it. So I'm going to stick some dark on the ends of it, like I like. Okay, a little bit right there. Next step, I'm going to get my itty bitty thing that I love. Snap off. Oh, it's so cute. I love this butterfly. No, I don't think I'm going to do the middle. So I'll clean off my stamp. And now I'll put together the butterfly and put them on there and attach the bow. Put that there. And oh, that butterfly is so stinking cute. Look at that. Okay, then I'll attach it to the top. I always put glue in the middle so I could push up the wings and make it look really cute. Stick that on there. Oh, look at how cute that looks. I love it. Brings out the color in the card base. That's what I like about that. So the next step, I'm going to grab my little pearls, get my taker pick tool, and give it some pearls in the inside. I didn't do the diamond dots this time because I wanted to bring out a different color instead of the orange. So there's the pearls. And I think I'll put three more somewhere else, like one right there, one over here, and one right there. Okay. Now I'm going to put my pretty bow somewhere. I will get my little things. I save all these from the paper pumpkin. So I got that off. So I'll stick this to the back of the bow, like so. Pull it up, and then I'll stick it on here wherever I want it. I kind of think this would be a good spot. There you go. And that card is done. Very simple, fast, happy anniversary. And you never know, I might add something more to it. But for now, this is what I wanted to do. That's a good video, good card. So for the third one, the final one for this video, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing, but I'm going to do it different. So I took that little card base like I told you, and I glued it here onto this one. Same dimensions. It's a white card base, 8.5 by 11, scored and folded in half. Okay. First layer is this one right here, and you want it at 4 2/8 by 5 3/8. Sorry about that. I kind of just I don't need to put any inside layer there, which is good because it's a white. I use the real thick cardstock also. Got ink on my finger here. With white cardstock, that could be a disaster. So with this one, I decided that I will go ahead and just glue it down right here. So see, that's the side. And I decided that I wanted to have the white side, and as I inked it, I made this look really pretty. So now we're gonna get the glue and we're gonna put our little dots everywhere. Now you can use either glue or you could use those little dots that I had that I get from the kit. So I just kind of put them in certain spots so that it will stick down really good. And you kind of do have to work a little fast because the glue will dry before you get done doing it all. So I'm kind of rushing through. And if you miss a couple spots on the outside, you could always lift it up a tiny bit on the outside. So if I'm going to miss anything, I'm going to make sure it's out in that area, not in the middle. But I think I'm going pretty quick. I should be okay. It's just a matter of lining it up. So now I know by the color on them which direction it's going to go. So I'll start over here and kind of line it up and slowly place it down. Get as best you can. Oh, I did it the first time. I can't believe that. So there you go. Now, if you see that, like right there's like a little bitty spots, that's the cool thing, is that you grab out your ink and you can cover up your little messes. Like this one needs to be moved over a tiny bit. You have time. So that's the cool thing. So I'm going to grab my little tiny orange one that I was using. Oh, no, I didn't use the orange one, did I? Well, we'll use this one. So I will grab it out, and then I scratch paper, and I'll kind of go over this a little bit more. That way it brings out the color a little bit more. It covers up, there you go. That's the only one I need to fix. See? And it looks really good. I like it. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is this little punch that I have. I punched out a whole bunch of orange flowers and I put some pearls in them. So I'm going to glue those down on my card. And I kind of been looking where I wanted them. I put one right there. I'll put one right there. I think the third I'll put right there. So I'll be gluing them down. And putting them on here right where I want them. Then I'll pick out where I want my bow. I need to have those little dots again. Here they are over here. And I will put it on the back and put my bow where I want it. And I think I want it up here this time. So I'll place my bow right there. And I think I still want to put some of these little orange diamond dots on here to add some more orange to this card. I feel like I want to bling it out more. So I'll put one there, maybe one there, and probably one there, there. Okay, wait a couple seconds, and then I can start attaching them. So that one should be ready. Okay. As long as it has a couple seconds to dry, it'll stick. Oh, see, I didn't wait. I waited too little. I went too fast on that one, so I'll go up to this one next. Pulling this one again. Oh, stuck to my finger. Oh, wow. I don't think I put enough glue there. That's the problem. Put some more right there. Then I'll grab more dot, stick it on there, and grab another one. There. So there it is. There's my card. I really like it. And the great thing is that I've used this particular one like 5 times on 5 different cards and done something a little bit different. So see? So the third and final card, I'm going to do this one. So Allie's Creations made this card, and I thought, I kind of want to do this card. Well, mine did not turn out as good as hers, but mine turned out pretty good. So I dug into my paper called Meandering Meadows. I think that it's retired, but I don't know. And I looked through all my different papers. They're beautiful. I have some more cards I have to make with these too, by the way. So they're all beautiful. And the backs. Look at the backs. They make really good backgrounds. Like that one. That one's an incredible background. So I dug into them and I pulled out. Well, I only have one of those because I think I used them all. Yeah. I pulled out one. It's pretty close to that one. And I proceeded to figure out how to do it like Allie said. So I did. I took something different. I did a little bit different than I normally do. So I grabbed this because she used the envelope. The measurements are different. So I wanted to use the card base. So I took and I laid this in the middle like that. And I go, okay, so I need to go over a little bit. So I took that thing, I took it to a piece of paper and I cut a little bit over. And then when I got to where I couldn't do it anymore, I took and folded in half like she did. And I got the perfect size that goes in here. See? Okay? So then I proceeded to cut up everything the way I want it. And I even dimensionalized this already to get the card to keep going a little faster. So I got a card base with, I think it's, gosh darn it, I think it's grassy green or something like that. I can't remember the name. It's green, that's all I know. And then the inside is the normal 5 1/4 by 8, no, 5 1/4 by 4 inches. So that goes in the middle. This one also is the 4 2/8 by 5 3/8 in the yellow, which I think is the Daffodil Delight, but I cannot remember. I'm sorry, I didn't write that down. So when I did that, then I took, and this is where I messed up. So Allie was very smart, and that she took these things and made them humongous, so they worked out good. Well, I didn't do that, so mine's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to put all these pieces on here, and it's okay that it's different. I don't worry about it. So I'm going to line up this so it goes perfectly like right there. And then this will go there, because when this goes together, it goes together like that. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll just line it up to these edges and call it a day. Figure that's the easier way to do it. And it's going to be cute anyways, it doesn't matter. Kind of like how I look at it. So we're going to put the glue on here first. I'll glue them all down and then I'll trim off the edges. So I'm going to stick that right there and just line it up. Oops, I put a little too much up there, didn't I? So we're going to stick that right there. I have an eraser, so I don't have to worry about that. So the next one is this one, because it lines up right there. And this is, I need to do it better this time. I need to go like this. So I'll take this and line it up so this little edge is right here. Go there. And then I will get this side and do the same thing. Go all the way around. Line it up a little bit better. Didn't seem to line up very good. But I've made several cards with this Mossy Meadows. I really like this paper. And I still have more. A while back, Stampin' Up! Had a kit, one of the paper pumpkin things, and you could use the Mossy Meadows with it. And that's when I got addicted to doing a lot of cards from Paper Pumpkin. I'm going, oh, they have kits now. I mean, stamp sets and die sets that actually go with it. That's pretty awesome. So now that I have that, I'm going to take and turn it over and fussy cut the edges away. And it'll look really neat when it's done. See, it's already starting to look good. I didn't make one in advance. Well, okay, so I tried to make one. I really flubbed it up. Then I realized, why don't I just do this? Like this, because it just did not work for me. I didn't pay that close attention to how she did it. I thought, I'm going to do it my own way. So here's the little edges, which I like. So the next step, I have this Celebrate I was going to put across here. See, this is going to be popped up like this. Put the Celebrate, and then I was going to line up all these edges with jewels and stuff. But now I'm rethinking my thinking. I don't know. We'll see. Let me think about it. So this goes right here. Let's turn it the other way so it goes the right direction, because it has to line up. And I was going to put Celebrate right here. So I'm going to first ink it. So let me get my scratch paper in. And I will grab my ink. And the color I was thinking about doing it was like a bluish color. So I was thinking Misty Moonlight, so I could pull in the blue. But I'm also thinking about that one, which I am not sure. I'd have to look on the back of the thing to find out what color that is. Let's see. Blue, basic blue, blueberry visual, cherry cobbler, interesting. Crushed curry, fresh freesia, garden green, granny apple green, Highland heather. I don't see Highland. Oh, maybe that's a Highland heather. But I think I don't know. I think the cherry cobbler is what I want to do. So I'm going to go get my cherry cobbler ink. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Everything's like really close together, just a matter of just looking and going, aha. So cherry cobbler, here it is. So I think the cherry cobbler will bring out this flower right there. That looks more of a pinkish color, but I think if I do it light enough, it'll be okay. So I'm going to grab that out. Grab my inking brush, and I'll go in a little bit so you can see a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. So just lightly go over it. Lightly. Celebrate. So we'll do Celebrate all along here. Oh, I do like that. That looks really nice. Yeah, it looks really good. Okay. So we'll just Celebrate. So let's, hold on. Okay, let me go get my stickles like I wanted to do. So my thought, no, I didn't like the silver. I took out a few, but I don't know where I set them. Where did they go? Here it is. This is the one I wanted. So I need to glue everything down, and then I could do the stickles and stuff. So let's take and put this down first, the middle. I thought about stamping something around the edges, like celebrate, but then I just didn't. I decided not to because I kind of wanted to use this particular sentiment. So put that in the middle, and it pops up really nicely. And then I will take and get some dimensionals, and I will so that'll automatically pop up right there. And I'll get some dimensionals. This is where I need the small ones, which are these cute little guys. And I'll start dimensionalizing this sentiment. And I think that even on that C, that this is still kind of, so what I'll do is I'll take and cut a little strip from right there to do the C. So I think that would work out better. Get that up. There we go. Oops, did not want to stick. So I'll get another little part for that part right there. Flew off on me. There. Move all these papers into the trash. And I will take all these backings off. Stick into my finger. I know I should use my taker pick tool. That's what that's for. It helps get these backings off. These little ones, the backings are hard to get off. I don't think this is the Stampin' Up! Brand because I got a couple from somebody and they're not as good as the Stampin' Up! Getting the backings off. They really, I struggled to get them off, so to speak. And then sometimes they come off good. I have several little dots in my desk here. So, okay. We'll put celebrate down right here. Okay, that looks good. And then, this is what I wanted to do. Take and put stickles all along the lettering to make it really stand out. I wish Stampin' Up! Sold this, because this, I've had this, oh my gosh, I've been crafting for a long time, over 40 years. I started when I was a teenager. So, I buy stickles when they're on sale. You know, back before COVID, you get coupons for like 50% off of everything in your whole order. And see, Michael's, you could double dip, used to be able to double dip with your coupons, to where I would have a Michael's and a Joann's coupon. I could use both of them. Now you can't do anything. And that's how I got a lot of my supplies back then. And then I ran home daycare and the kids want to go shopping with me. And I would print out coupons for them too. And we just go and get like 10 things at 40% off. It was like the best day ever. My husband used to say, are they your walking coupons? I go, no, they're my kids. They want to do crafts. And, every day we had to do something. I can never get a day off from crafts. Not that I'm complaining, because I really like doing crafts, but it's just like crazy. They just want to continually do crafts, crafts, crafts. Miss Allie, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What do you do? Oh, shoot, I should have glued that down first. That's going to go right there. So, the next step, what I wanted to do was grab, I should have done this before. I didn't think about it. Silly me. So I want to grab my little sequence. Let me glue this down first before I put my hand in it. I have some gold sequence that I'm going to put on my card too. It's the loose gold ones from Stampin' Up. I love the sequence. So line this up. Now it's a little bit smaller than most of the time. I just wanted a nice big yellow border to bring out that yellow in the card. So I got excited about doing the stickles and I forgot. So there we go. That's all glued down nicely. Now we'll start doing our sequence in here. So this is the loose gold from Stampin' Up. And I will, the whole idea behind this was I thought about stamping there, but that didn't work for me. So I'm going to put a lot of sequence on here to bring out that gold. So I'm gonna put one here, one right there. And the whole idea is just to kind of like spread them out, kind of. So I want to put one here, 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 and here. So we'll start with that. Lay them out, because I only want the little ones. So I'll start there. Stick that on there. Have to go very slow because I don't want to, I want to make sure that it's dried a little bit. It makes it easier to handle. Like I was saying, if you get a little bit dry, it won't come off on you. So I'm going to put that there. Go in there. So now it's been sitting. They're sticking really good. Let's see, where's the other one? There's one. And I like to do it on the, see there's two different sides. Let me show you. So there's this side and then there's this side. That's the side I like to have spacing up so it gets the most surface. Sticks better because you get the most surface of it down. So this one's going to be a very blingy card. So I went back and forth trying to decide what I want to do. I had this design down so far. Well, okay, so what do I want to do? Oops, just stuck to it by accident. So there's that. Now what's really cool is I can keep going if I want. As you can see, this one is kind of a little bit crooked, but that's okay. It still looks really good. So now that I've done that design, what I want to do is I want to go a little bit further out and do like in between here, here, here. Oops, little bubble there. And we're going the third line. One there, and then one there. Okay, one there, and there. And then I'll do one in the middle here. And I'll put one right up there, and one right down there, and one over there, and one over there. Okay, so let's pull a few more of these special ones out of here, and we'll start gluing them down. Like I said, the hardest is getting the the one that how I want it to go down the right way, making sure the glue's there for a while, you know, stuck, you know, on there. So we'll just keep gluing until we get them all on there. And it'll look really blingy and pretty. So whoever gets this card, and then you have that nice pretty glitter right there for the lettering. So whoever gets this card, they're gonna go, whoa. Well, I know I would be. Because I like glitter. These guys are not turning over very good, are they? Have to work with them. There you go. There's another one. We'll be done in a second now. It's getting close. It's easy right is pick it up with my fingers and do this. Then I can get it in the right position. Okay. Very glittery and cute card. I really like it. So, to tell you, I did this card, and we made this one, and we made this one, and we made this one. So we did 4 cards. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. I appreciate that. If you're interested in purchasing something, you could go to StampinUp.com and look up Allison Clark in Nacona and order from me. I don't push my business, but if I would like it if you could help me out, that'd be great. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.